Today, me and my partner Diego will be presenting how China is violating the 24th article of the Universal Human Rights Declaration. For years, China has been the main supplier in many products around the world, including most of the products that people buy here in the United States. Although, as there becomes a higher demand for bigger name products, the number of people that work in the factories to make these products becomes larger. When these numbers become larger, companies tend to do two things with their workers to keep their customers happy. They first off try to diffuse to other parts of China and build new factories where they can accommodate more workers. Or if the companies cannot afford to make new factories, the people who run the companies decide to limit the amount of free time the workers get, as to get the workers to work more hours and ship out products at a much faster rate. The universal right that is being violated here is clearly Article 24, which states, "Everyone has the right to rest and leisure, including a reasonable limitation of working hours and periodic holidays with pay." In an article called "Report Details Workers' Rights Violations at Apple's iPhone 7 Supplier Pegatron," made by Jordan Kahn, it states that the factory forces workers to work overtime. Asking for leave during peak season is usually not approved. So not only does this factory not allow workers to leave periodically, but it also forces them to do a surplus of work every week, which stretches beyond the limiting hours of work that China has set for workers. To help these workers out, two people that go by the names of Wen Hai and Zhang Jinyan have made a documentary on the workers' rights being violated called "We the Workers," and have premiered it to show people around the world what is going on and what needs to be done to help solve this issue. Since the movie, there has been a steady rise in the number of working strikes held by the workers that work at companies such as Pegatron. As also stated in the article, groups like the Panyu Workers Center, founded by Zhang Feiying in 1998, help people seek legal redress from their employers as well as apply for government assistance.
Although there are many countries in this world that violate the 24th article of the UDHR, there is one country in particular that is similar but different to the country of China in that violation. That country is Afghanistan. President Ashraf Ghani was violating workers' rights by not allowing them holidays that they are entitled to by law. China's iPhone factory is getting accused of egregious labor and leisure violations. These are countries who are violating the right to rest and leisure and also the right to get paid during holidays. A way that the violation of Afghanistan is breaking the UDHR differentiates from the way China is breaking it by having two separate ideas, but while still remaining in the same article of the UDHR. China's President Xi Jinping is actually trying to cut down on the amount of factories that are following rules similar to Pegatron's so that workers are allowed breaks during the day, and their workers do not suffer long hours of work without rest. While China's president is trying to stop something horrible from happening to the people of his country, the president of Afghanistan is currently not doing anything according to all of the news articles that has been released about this topic. A Chinese labor watchdog group based on the United States are reporting alleging serious violations by the Pegatron Group. The Chinese labor watchdog group stated that the Pegatron Group had numerous ethical and legal violations including dispatch labor abuse, hiring discrimination, women's rights violation, underage labor, and most of all, excessive working hours and poor labor. The Pegatron is a group who not only is making workers work excessive hours, but they also broke other human rights like everyone without discrimination has a right to equal pay for equal work. The limitation of working hours is an important human right that every country should be aware about as well as other human rights.